All right, hello. So the overwhelming consensus seems to be that I need to do more radio videos. So we'll do a radio video. So what we'll talk about today is the APX 4000R. As a chief, I am issued two of these. This one is the one that lives in my truck. I mostly use this one if I happen upon something or if I'm doing something in an official capacity and I have my white shirt on. I have my other radio and a strap. I do use the Homeland 6 washable radio strap, but you can only get it so clean after it's been into a fire. So I use this when I don't want to mar up my shirt. So these replaced the XTS 1500s for us. We issue these to our paid day crew, to officers, and to some dual certified members. This isn't a truly hardened radio. But we do issue the 6000 to our EMS members, and then we still have a handful of the XTSs kicking around out there. So, in my opinion, the big improvement with this radio over the XTSs is improved user interface. So, if you're familiar on the XTS, if you wanted to go into scan programming or into scan in general, you had to manipulate a very small dial in here, which was very difficult to do with gloves on, in the dark, anything like that. So all of your important controls on the 4000 are on your soft key interface. The way we have ours set up is the first button is your zone, which again was with the XTS is you had to go into zone, change the zone. Ours weren't programmed super well to get out of the zone change, so you had to like tap the transmit button. It was silly, and then go into your scan program your scan. So all that can be done from here. The next one is the mute button, which just stops the button beep, and then you can view your scan list, which is a nice option versus having to go through all your channels and look for that little scan indicator. Like with the XTSs. Again, on our radios, we have this button set up as a nuisance channel delete. It can be anything. We do activate the I've made a poor decision button. On ours, you push and hold it for 3 seconds, and then it just transmits the distress. We don't do the open channel thing on our radios just because, to be honest, people's natural reaction when they accidentally hit that button is to swear. And if we had it where it keyed up the mic for the 10 seconds or the 5 seconds, it would come up with your radio ID followed by you swearing. It just wasn't a good thing for us. The radios are GPS capable. We do have the GPS antennas on ours, but right now our system isn't capable of that. That's really about it for this radio. The way we program ours is, so I'm in New Hampshire. New Hampshire subscribes to the national band plan, so our H bank is all of those VTACs, and then we in New Hampshire we have control over the first 3 banks, which on the Motorola's, depending on how you program it, is 3 banks of 16. We do ours set up so that on every one of our controlled channels, or banks, excuse me. Our primary dispatch is channel 1 and channel 16, or bay 1, bay 16, so that if you get in trouble, you turn the knob as far as it'll go in either direction, and you are on our dispatch channel. We have all of our primaries are commonly used mutual aid fireground channels, and our commonly responded to and responded from mutual aid primaries in our bank 1. And then lesser used ones in Bank 2, law enforcement and statewide agencies in Bank 3. And then after that it goes into the banks that are controlled by our state band plan. Works out very well for us. We do utilize in-vehicle repeaters, so that kind of ties up a lot of channels in our first, or excuse me, bays in our first bank. So 1 and 16 are our primary dispatch channel. for that safety setup we have. And then channel 15 is for the Motorola VRS system, which turns, we have 2 trucks set up with it, which turns the truck into a repeater. So you put, and you can make any channel in the bank a repeater. So you put the truck radio on whatever channel you want to be repeaterized, put your radio on bank 1, bay 15, and now that channel is repeaterized, which is fantastic. We have 2, we have 5,500 acre state park and a 10,500 acre state park in town, which I know for you Western folks and in some extent Southern folks, that's a postage stamp, but out here that's pretty large. So having that ability to park a vehicle in an intermittent place and have it act as a repeater is very useful for us. So that's my XDS 4000. When I get my Kenwood installed in my new truck, I'll do a video on that because it seems to be what people like. Thank you.